Hello friends, this is Sukhmani from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today, very excited because today I'll be sharing with you 3 PNP draws which I've recently done. All the information, all the detail and analysis. But before that, a small request, if you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips, tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. Please press the bell icon so this video comes to you immediately when we upload. So without further delay, let's go on to the very important video which is about 3 recent PNP draws. Recent PNP draws 3, and I am here in Ontario, so I will be starting with Ontario. No, that is not the reason. The main reason is because Ontario is conducting PNP draws and Ontario is the king. I always say Ontario is the king, Ontario will remain the king. And the reason, you will see the numbers speak for itself. In PNP, there is no match. Ontario has no match with any of the provinces. Even if all the provinces come together, still Ontario is higher. So let's see the numbers. Ontario is the king, and I will be starting first of all with HCP. HCP, which is Human Capital Priorities. HCP, the important thing to share with you is this is the biggest HCP draw of 2023. And I doubt that nobody has shared with you. So, but here is the information. Biggest HCP draw. Before going on to the draw, let me tell you a very important concept of NOI and EOI. Notification of interest and expression of interest. So notification of interest happens when you already have a profile. For example, you have a profile in a marriage website, say shadi.com. You have a profile and you get a marriage proposal upfront. You have not done anything. Only thing is that you have a profile, somebody liked your profile and they sent you notification of interest. Whereas expression of interest, you reach out to the people. So here is the basic difference: notification of interest, expression of interest. Luckily, draw happened today in both of them. So we have one draw which is in notification of interest. We have one draw which is in expression of interest. So I'll talking about both of them. First of all, let's talk about the Ontario categories so you know what the categories are. Ontario has basically 3 categories. The first category is express entry link, the second category is expression of interest, and third category, which every province or territory has, is entrepreneur category. So these are the 3 categories. We'll be talking first about the express entry linked. Under the express entry link, there are further 3 subcategories, and these subcategories are human capital priorities, HCP, Ontario skilled trade, and the third one is French speaking skilled worker. These are the 3 categories. Out of this, the draw happened in the human capital priority, HCP. This is the category where the draw happened, and to get a nomination, you must, and the word is must, it's a mandatory that you have a profile in Federal Express Entry. If you have a profile in Federal Express Entry, only then you will get notification of interest. If you do not have a profile in Express Entry, Federal Express Entry, you will never get a notification of interest. So we'll be talking about Human Capital Priority Stream, HCP. HCP, under the HCP, from the government website, here is the draw information. So sometimes it is difficult to understand, so I am explaining point by point the entire draw. So the draw was conducted on December 14th. December 14, 2023, and sometimes it gets like government post 1 or 2 days later on their website, but it is done on December 14th. And how many people were invited? 2,359 people are invited. 2,359, big number, 2,359. the CRS. So important thing to look at is the CRS score. The CRS score is 473. That is a cutoff score, 473. Profiles created between December 14, 2022 and 2023 are invited, and this is a tech draw. So anyone who has a technology related profile in the Federal Express entry, Ontario like the profile, they can put a notification of interest. So this is a tech draw. Now let us look at the HCP snapshot. What is a snapshot? A snapshot gives you idea of how many draws are conducted in this category. So date by date, category by category, entire information right in front of your screen. Here it is. So just one single category. I am not talking about other categories, Ontario skill trade. I'm not talking about employer job offer. I'm not talking about any of the French categories, master stream, any of the entrepreneur category. One single category, 17,502. One single category, Ontario invited 17,502 people. Here is the date by date, category by category information, and here is the highest number. You can see 8th May the draw happened, which was 2349, but this is the biggest draw, 2359. 22,359 people are invited. So this is the information about the HCP. Let us move on to the second category, which is employer job offer. Employer job offer, also the draw is being done. Under the employer job offer, also this is the biggest draw of the year. So both employer job offer also biggest draw of the year, and HCP also biggest draw of the year. So employer job offer, as I told you earlier, so employer Ontario categories, under the Ontario categories you have expression of interest, and the employer job offer comes under expression of interest. So you have to do the expression of interest, and expression of interest, the categories are further subdivided. So the famous category is the graduate stream. This is for all those who do from Ontario, who complete their masters or PhD. Masters or PhD from Ontario. If you do that, you come under the graduate stream. No need to wait for 1 year. You can straight up get the PR. Employer job offer. So employer job offer has 3 subcategories: foreign worker stream, and then you have international student stream and in-demand skills. So I will be talking about the employer job offer foreign worker stream. Here the draw was conducted from the government website. The information I will share with you, but one issue I want to tell you. This is such a beautiful stream, but a lot of people say, employer doesn't help. So why employer doesn't help? Because employer has to qualify for this. If employer doesn't qualify, they cannot help you. Sometimes employers are reluctant to share their very personal information, their documentation, their personal details, and that is why sometimes employers do not collaborate, do not help, do not support you. But if you have good relations with your employer, you can ask the employer, and if they help you, you can get your PR under this category. Now, as I told you, the employer job offer from the government website, here is the information. So on December 5th, 2 draw happened, 2 different categories were targeted. From this, sometimes it's difficult to understand these numbers. So I will go in analysis. I'll explain you the steps one by one. First of all, this draw was conducted December 5th, 2023. And this was in 2 parts. The first part, of course, was the skill trade, and the second part was the health and technology. Under the totally, how many people were invited? So 2,424. 2,424 people were invited. Big number. 2,424. Skill trade, 761 people are invited. And under the health and technology, 1,663 people are invited. So here the score which you look is not the CRS. Please don't get confused. As I told you, this is Ontario's matrix. This is not, you do not have to have a profile in Express Entry for this. So this 34 for skilled trade is the Ontario's own score, Ontario's matrix, no CRS score. And the other one, 1663, where health and technology sector people are invited, 43 is the score. This is not the CRS score. You do not need Express Entry profile for this, and this is Ontario's own matrix. So all this information in front of you. Now, employer job offer snapshot. A snapshot gives you an idea how many people are called under this category in the entire time frame. So here the time frame is 2023, entire 2023 year. Under the 2023 year, 6,842 people are called. Here is the number. Just one category. 6,842 people are called in this category. And this number, again, you can see this is the highest number, which is on December 5th. So biggest draw on December 5th. So now let us move on to the other province, which is on the other side. So from east moving on to the west, here is the province BC, beautiful British Columbia, second draw of December month they have conducted. BC conducts the draw every Tuesday. So before I go ahead with this information, once again requesting you, if you have not subscribed, do consider subscribing. So BC conducts the PNP draw every Tuesday, and if Tuesday is a holiday, they move on to the next day, which is Wednesday, but otherwise every Tuesday the draw is conducted. And this Tuesday, which was December 12th, the draw was conducted. Again, BC does the draw in two parts. The part 1, which is a general category, the part 2, which is a targeted draw. So right now 4 or 5 occupations are being targeted. We'll talk about that. So first let us look at the general category. 73 people are invited. December 12th is the day when the draw was conducted, and the part 2 is information is right in front of here, in front of your screen. So this is the part 2. So the new addition which happened is the construction. Other than construction, the government is targeting early childhood educators, ECE, healthcare sector. Government is also targeting veterinary doctors and animal health technologists. So these are 4 or 5 categories which government is targeting. Now let us look at the complete draw to better understand. So draw conducted on December 12th, Tuesday, and 196 people are called. Total 196 people. Draw 1, 73 people were called, which is a general draw, and under the targeted draw part 2 of the draw, 123 people are called. Out of 123, 61 are early childhood educators, healthcare workers are 27, construction is 31, and then you have animal health technologists and veterinary doctors, which are 4. So here is the complete information about the BC PNP draw which happened December 12th. Now let us look at the snapshot. So a snapshot, as I always tell, gives you the complete picture of what has happened. So look at the snapshot. Till now BC has almost called 10,000 people. 10,000. 9,802 to be precise. Here is the month by month, date by date information right in front of you. So this is the December draws which are circled here. December draws 196, 193 are called. So with all that, as I always say, each case is different, each file is different. You need to discuss your file with us. More than welcome. You can book an appointment to discuss your own case with us and get the right path. So our office is located in Brampton. Address, email ID, phone number, everything is shared here with you. Very important thing. If you have still not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. We as a team bring lots of information to you. Our team puts lots of effort in bringing all this valuable information to you. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.